Paul Skenes is not messing around. We know that he's an all-time talent, but he doesn't want to be known just as a talent. He wants to be known as a winner, and that's why he kind of just called out his owner, Bob Nutting. He essentially said, we got to get better because the fans deserve it. We keep talking about the glory days. What about the future? We also have to talk about the owner of the Rockies putting his foot in his mouth again. Corbin Burnes, the newest ace of the Diamondbacks, won't be pitching as the ace in the first week. He won't even play until the second week of the season, despite the fact that he's not hurt. Wait until you hear about that. Mike Trout and Jorge Soler might combine for 80-plus home runs. That's how good they look in spring training. And Spencer Torkelson, again, I know it's spring, but it looks like he's seeing beach balls right now. So we'll talk about all of that and more in today's recap. And don't forget that recap is brought to you by SeatGeek. Save yourself 20 bucks off all of your baseball tickets and concert tickets using code Fuzzy. And don't forget about the $500,000 giveaway on Underdog Fantasy. All you have to do is download Underdog using code Fuzzy, pick any player that you want, and apply the home run token. If that player hits the longest home run of the day, you get a share of $500,000, or maybe you go with a random pick like Tyler O'Neill. By the way, Tyler O'Neill, he's hit a home run in 5 consecutive opening days. If you're the only person that chooses Tyler O'Neill with the home run token and he hits the longest home run, all of that's yours. So give yourself a chance. Use code Fuzzy on Underdog Fantasy, and at the corner of my eye, I'm seeing a Jordan Montgomery needs Tommy John. All right, well, this was not in the script, but here we go. According to John Heyman, I call him the sauce man. I mean, all jokes aside, he does get a lot of things right. He is reporting that Jordan Montgomery is having Tommy John surgery. That honestly is going to go down as one of the worst contracts of all time. In his first year with Arizona, Jordan turned in a negative 1.5 WAR and a 6.23 ERA in 117 innings, and because of that, he was relegated to the bullpen, and even going into 2025, he was going to stay in the bullpen. How much did he make? I can't remember. This is all on the fly. A 2-year, $47.5 million contract. Yeah, that's one of the worst I've ever seen. But I do like J-Mo. This is an awful update. I'm just praying that that surgery goes well and that he comes back better than ever. After that Underdog promo, I was going to talk about this Riley Green home run because maybe he's one of those guys that hits the longest home run. According to my eye, like not paying attention to StatCast, I think this baseball might have gone 687 feet. Look at this splash home run. Reminder, Riley Green had 24 home runs and an almost 6 WAR in 137 games last year. Imagine if we get 155 healthy games from Riley Green. I just wanted to show that real quick. Back to the Diamondbacks news. Corbin Burnes, unlike Jordan Montgomery, he's not hurt, but Burnes is not going to be playing until the second week of the season. Not game 1, not 2, 3, 4. He won't be pitching until game 5. Why? Well, it's well documented that Corbin Burnes is one of the most routine-based guys in all of baseball, and according to the manager of the Diamondbacks, Tony Lavello, he said it was a technical error and his fault for not getting to know Corbin Burnes better, and that Corbin is a routine guy, and you can't just shift around his days of rest to make him start on opening day. So that's why Corbin Burnes, their brand new ace who got paid $200+ million, won't be pitching until game 5 because he's pitching on Wednesday in his final spring training start because of his routine. Luckily, the Diamondbacks rotation is absolutely stacked because what is going on right now? We have some more breaking news. The 26-year-old former first overall pick from, I think it was 2016, Mickey Moniak, he's been released by the Angels, and it's all because of money. I'll talk about that in a second. But Mickey, he was acquired in 2022 in that Noah Syndergaard trade, so obviously it still worked out despite the fact that Mickey, he got released. The reason why the Angels are moving on is pretty simple. They're just trying to save about $1.5 million. So Mickey Moniak, he took the Angels to arbitration and he won $2 million because the panel agreed with Mickey, like, hey, you deserve the $2 million. But the thing about that is if a panel figures out how much you're worth and they agree with you, that money is not guaranteed. So the Angels, they could cut bait with Mickey via termination pay. So they owe him like 30 to 45 days worth of, again, termination pay. So instead of getting the $2 million, he's getting $483,000. Now, again, if he signs with another team, he's going to get more money, but this is simply a way for Moreno, the cheapskate. He's not really cheap because Moreno does spend money, but yeah, he wanted to save a few schmeckles, and he does it by cutting Mickey Moniak, who had a really good 2023 despite the all-time bad strikeout issue. Like, we're talking Joey Gallo type strikeout stuff. He had 21 doubles, 14 home runs in just 85 games, mainly against righties, but also he was a very good defender, as well as the fact that he had plus speed, so he's a pretty good athlete. He did get torn up in 2024, hitting .219 with an awful, no good, like paltry 266 on base, and again, he wasn't showing any progress in that department in spring training of getting on base. He was striking out with the best of them and just not walking. More number 1 overall picks coming through this video. We have Paul Skenes and Spencer Torkelson news. Let's talk about the Skenes stuff first. In my opinion, Paul kind of dropped the mic on the owner of the Pirates, Bob Nutting. These are the quotes that Paul came out with. He said, I think we owe something to the city. We owe a lot to the city. It's our job to go out and win for the city because this is bigger than all of us. There's a reason why veterans like like Andrew McCutchen keep coming back, and specifically to Pittsburgh. There's something about this city. We saw it last summer. We've seen it in the videos of the wildcard game, and I'm tired of watching them because it was a wildcard series. The bar needs to be set pretty high, not taking anything away from those guys. So Paul's saying, I want to win a World Series, Bob. Get me some talent. And a reminder, the Pirates rotation heading into 2025 because Jared Jones has an elbow issue is essentially Paul Skenes and a prayer. Mind you, Pittsburgh hasn't had a $100 million payroll since 2017. It's almost been a decade. So Paul's on a small market team, but he wants his billionaire owner to spend some money. Well, another owner of a baseball team, the Rockies owner, Mr. Monfort, he came out and said that he wants a salary cap because of course he does. He said the competitive imbalance in baseball has gotten to the point of ludicrousy now. He also said that he believes that baseball should have a salary cap and salary floor. And to me, I feel like he's saying that because this is the same guy who traded Nolan Arenado for a pizza Lunchable and a used Nintendo Wii. Not even a Wii U. Also, this is the same guy whose payroll has sunk in 3 consecutive seasons, and over those 3 seasons, the Rockies are 188 and 298, over 100 games under 500. He's also the same dude who gave Chris Bryant way too much money. What's with all of the bad owners constantly running away from accountability? Paul Skenes is begging his owner to form a squad that is worthy of making it to the postseason and even past that, winning a World Series. The owner of the Rockies is complaining about the competitive imbalance, yet he doesn't spend money, and when he does, it's dumb money, and if he has a superstar franchise player, he trades him for a bag of peanut M&Ms. I had to bring this up today because this is the final year of the CBA. 2025, once it ends, there will be a brand new CBA negotiation, and if the owners are sticking with, we want a salary cap, there might be a full-blown lockout. We could lose baseball next year. All right, let's just get after some highlights because I gotta reset the palette. Tyler Glasnow, he had 9 strikeouts, and obviously I'm using this as a perfect segue because people are saying that the Dodgers are the reason why Mr. Monfort, the Rockies owner, is speaking out, because Tyler Glasnow, he is disgusting. The Dodgers are already 2-0 in 2025, and they haven't even used Glasnow or Blake Snell and Ohtani. He's throwing again pretty soon. Kershaw, he'll be back later in the year as well. Then you have Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin, all those different dudes. Moving on, Mike Trout. He hit another home run. He has 3 home runs and almost 470 on base this spring. Jorge Soler, now he is striking out a good amount, but he has 5 home runs. I'm really excited to see what that duo can do if they stay healthy. Please, baseball gods, give us 155 games from both Trout and Soler. We have another Angel and some 2020 top 10 picks to talk about, both Torkelson and Reed Detmers. These guys have to bounce back. Reed has been relegated to the bullpen, so he joins Tristan McKenzie, and I wrote down in my script, Jordan Montgomery as former starting pitchers to be relegated to the bullpen. Obviously, Montgomery, he won't pitch at all this year, but Reed Detmers, he's in the bullpen to start this season. From the 10th pick in 2020 to the first pick, Spencer Torkelson, like I said, he is seeing beach balls. He has 5 home runs this spring and only 11 strikeouts in 50 innings. What is your confidence level in Spencer Torkelson bouncing back? Staying with confidence levels, what's your confidence level in Brett Baty breaking out as a big league player? He's kind of been known as a 4A player, someone who's too good for AAA but not good enough for MLB. He has 4 home runs, 6 doubles, and more walks than strikeouts this spring. But again, these are games that don't technically matter. And if you take a look at his AAA career, he has 26 home runs and a 900 OPS in 94 games. Like, he's historically good in AAA, not good enough for MLB. Hoping that reverses pretty soon. Kobe Mayo hasn't had as many big league opportunities as Brett Baty, but he essentially is going through the same sort of process where he has nothing left to prove in AAA. He actually had to apologize for his recent comments about not being on the opening day roster, because in 151 AAA games, Cody has a 280 batting average, 38 doubles, 34 home runs. So he's basically saying, it doesn't feel like I'm good enough and there's nothing to prove. And honestly, I don't blame him for these quotes. He's a competitor. I did not need an apology. And some final highlights I wanted to show super quick. Elliot Ramos, that's his 2nd home run of spring. But I also wanted to mention he has 4 stolen bases. The Giants might be finally letting him loose and turning the Jets on so he can get 20, 30 stolen bases. He could be a fantasy superstar. Nestor Cortez, this stuff actually looks pretty good. Again, grain of salt, it's spring training, but he looks nasty entering his age 30 season, and he's in a walk year. He is a free agent in 2026. Just like Luis Robert Jr., he has 4 home runs, praying that he locks in as well. I want him to get a lot of money after this year as a free agent. And Michael Wacha, what am I looking at? 26 strikeouts in 17 innings for a guy who's not really known for the strikeout stuff. 8 strikeouts in his latest start. Man, the Royals rotation could be disgusting. And there you have it, the final spring training recap. I won't be making another one because we have a different video for tomorrow. And then 2025 predictions, they're coming Thursday on opening day. You guys have been begging for it. I got you guys. But I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe. Head on over to Fuzzy Gaming because I am posting a lot of MLB The Show 25. See you over there and have a great day.